Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Brooklyn Beats and the Dublin Antlers. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Brooklyn Beats and the Dublin Antlers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On second down, Cummins, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. He's coming.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And here now the offense heading back out there. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Boom. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll run it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down now is Gutierrez. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
60 or.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
2nd and 14. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 50, plant.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
30 base. Get it. Come.
On first down, Cummins. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder. because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happen. Because you won, you're in a good mood. They want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win last week?
So my assumption was wrong. I learned something.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st and 10, Poole looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try the left side. It's Gutierrez. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
53, check 53. Bring it. Bring it. Brings up 2nd and 10.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Brooklyn first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Break. 53 is the mark. All day, just like that. Just like that. Be careful.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
94. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Poole. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready, set. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready? 60 or. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Get it. Cut.
To throw on 2nd down. Pull. And his throw is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cummins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
53, Mike, stop your whining.
Back to throw. And this is Simpson with a catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Poole. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You see me out here? That's right.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go, let's go.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On the ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch your slap, watch your slap. Watch your slap. Get it. Go.
Operating from the gun. Poole. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Here we go, here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Poole. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Poole. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Looking to throw. Pull. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
2nd and 9 now.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. That time, a 9-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Pull. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. Pull. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw. Pull. This is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild Card matchup. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, and it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Cummins. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cummins.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Poole looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw on third down. Pull. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Watch twins. Watch twins. Get it. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marsh. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. You.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Pull. And that is incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Cummins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 25, check 25. Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Got it. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Too little, Captain. Get it. Clear.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pull. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the ready.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He's tired of me. Big River.
On 1st down, Poole gets it to Strong. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Poole nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Poole firing quickly here, and that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to take off with it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Caught by Cobb. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And this will be a touchdown.
Yeah, good job, Bo. That's the way to make it spin.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs. But this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you thought your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's the difference. NCAA tournament, neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice. And now he'll tuck it and run. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Looking to throw on second down. Pull. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down. Pull. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun. Pull. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Pull. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Pull. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And now back out comes the offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown! A great effort there. 33 yards as his guys are back within a single score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
go. Clear. 53. Check. Go.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Set. 18 Gators.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now.
To throw on second down. Pull. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Marsh. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. Pull. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
We got to step it up. Ready, go. Ready.
Back to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Back to throw.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
They don't want it, fellas. Hit it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Sack, baby. Sack. Ready. 8 read. Touchdown, defense. Put up. Put up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in the game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking aside.
It's caught inside the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 4, 27 seconds to go. It's got to be a touchdown here, and that won't be easy. On the road, in the playoffs, as they've got it with a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just 1 point completion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
On 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Got it. 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. 5.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheers, everyone, from Dublin.